I think we all want them to leave. What's become very clear is this is not any form of protest I've seen before, Corin, and we've seen a lot, and I think we've said time and time again, New Zealand is a place where protest is part of who we are. Some of our greatest movements have been born of people movements, many of which have entered the forecourts of Parliament. But what I'm seeing, it is some kind of imported form of protest. We've seen Trump flags, Canadian flags, people who are moving around the outskirts of the area with masks are being abused. Children and young people on their way to school are being abused. Businesses are seeing people occupy their spaces. This is beyond a protest.
Okay. So why haven't they been moved?
Well, those questions, ultimately, that they're not for me. I'm very clear in the role that I have, and it's that's been of growing importance in recent days. My job right now is to manage the growing pandemic that we have in New Zealand. Now, that's not unexpected, but it, of course, should be and is our absolute focus.
Do you want the police to enforce the law? Laws are being broken here.
I'm going to be really careful about what I say here, because the police ultimately need to be able to make all of those operational decisions. Do I believe the protest should continue? Well, to the protester, I would say, no, I do not. There are children there, and that is not an appropriate place for children to be. And I also, do question whether or not the motivation of some of the protests down there.
The Deputy Prime Minister said on Friday that he thought that the police needed to enforce the law. The government clearly wants the police to enforce the law. You seem to have lost control of this.
No, again, Corin, very clear on who has what role here. It is absolutely for the police to determine how they manage any form of occupation or protest. And you can understand why that is a convention we will hold strongly to. I'd hate to see ever in the future a situation where you have politicians seen to be instructing the police on how to manage any type of protest.
Are you happy with how the police have dealt with this so far?
And that extends to not passing judgment on operational decisions that are for them. But again, Corin, my job here is very clear. We have a growing pandemic, and that is what I'm focused on, and I'm going to let the police do their job.